podcast.
All right, we got your full show podcast right now. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And happy Juneteenth.
Yes.
Take some time to, of course, educate yourself on the holiday. That's important. Support a great Black-owned business and, enjoy the holiday. And today we got Closure Call. We've got the brand new TikTok I love.
Yeah, the audio's funny.
Dude, it's so funny because it's the guy who left his mic on. He didn't know.
Yeah.
And that's always our worst fear in the studio.
For real.
So definitely stick around for that. And some of the great comments today. What are you seeing, Alexis?
Yeah, Dirty Does It said,
Yeah.
hey guys, just had a shower thought.
Oh.
Since I sometimes listen to you guys in the shower, does that mean you guys are there with me in my vulnerable moment?
Yeah.
Anyways, pass the soap, please.
No.
Yeah, bro, who do you think is getting that spot on your back? It's me. I'm right here.
Yeah, a little lower, Jose. A little lower.
Okay, well, I can't go that much lower.
Wow.
I am turning the water to the hottest setting possible.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Typical girl.
I saw a TikTok the other day of somebody going, I'm getting ready to shower with my girlfriend, and he stuck his hand in a boiling pot of water.
Yeah, I got to prep my skin. Oh, my God.
So good. All right, your full show starts right now.
Tomorrow is officially the first day of summer.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to the sunny time.
This is my favorite season. I love this season.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And I want anyone listening right now to head over to our Instagram at Brooke and Jeffrey so you can see what I'm most excited about this summer.
What is it?
It's
Why do
not
I
our
not wanna
Summer
see it?
Dare Challenge series, which
Okay.
I am looking forward to. It's just not the top thing.
You're the only one.
I'm also looking forward to Alexis getting her hair back in working order.
I just got it done the other day, Jeff.
It looks really
did
good,
you?
Alexis.
I didn't
Don't
know there was
listen to
anything
him.
wrong.
Well, really good? Okay. I mean, well, let's not get too into it, but I think everybody, listeners included, are looking forward to you getting on the same page with color and symmetry.
We're still talking about my hair. I thought we moved on by now.
People texted. I'm concerned about Alexis' hair.
I'm reading what the listeners are texting in. They
they're
want the
already
best for
sorry.
you.
My hairdresser listens to this.
Yeah.
But like I said, the
He
thing
hasn't
I'm...
taken his hat off in 6 months, so I think you're fine.
And listeners haven't complained once about it. They love it.
I love that hat.
But like I said, the thing I'm looking forward to the most, Instagram at Brooke and Jeffrey, and I'll show my co-host a picture, is the new Capri Sun limited edition XL Solstice pouch. Standing at an impressive 15 inches tall.
That's a long boy.
It holds a whopping 20 ounces of liquid, 3 times the size of a normal Capri Sun
Whoa.
pouch.
And what
you
sucks-
love Capri Suns.
It's 15 inches long, and you still poke the straw through the bottom of it somehow.
Not Jeffrey. Jeffrey
Dang
gets his
it.
tongue through the hole. It just sucks.
They do have that extra skinny yellow straw, and it is extra long to go all the way through the pouch.
There's no way that's staying cold the entire time you drink in it.
Their slogan is, "It's the longest pouch for the longest day of the year."
They do know they're like a children's drink thing, right?
Kids floating the river with them. Hey guys, we're gonna be out for like 6 hours.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be surprised if this wasn't already completely sold out at Walmarts everywhere. But if you can find it, it's $1.50 per XL pouch.
Dude,
We love extra, double XL, extra large.
do you know what's so good though? You freeze them. Oh, my
like
sister
a
and I
popsicle.
used to freeze them, and then you cut the top off and you eat them out of the pouch.
squeeze 'em?
You like spoon them out of the pouch. They're like a slushy. They're so delicious.
Oh yeah, I could
That's
go for
a-
an extra
I'm just
long
saying, that's my
slushy right
hack.
now.
15-inch
Yeah.
slushy, huh?
Speaking of extra long vessels of tasty goodness, I believe it's time for our digital producer to jump on the mic and give us the shock collar question of the day.
Yeah.
Nothing skinny on that boy.
What?
Show us, Jake.
Thick.
On this day back in 1939, the city of Atlanta declared all-out war on the scourge of society,
What was it?
pinball machines.
That was more dramatic than that.
Yep, at that time, politicians believed pinball was a dangerous and immoral game, a gateway to gambling, and a threat to all healthy American values.
It was
So-
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it was.
Before Grand Theft Auto.
So naturally, Hotlanta banned them, and the youth of America was saved.
Oh, thank God.
And all
worried.
Atlanteans are perfect.
But it got us thinking, the United States has a long and rich history of banning things that seem totally harmless and innocent.
Yeah.
And that's why today we're doing a special banned or BS edition of Plenty of 20. So So you guys will say number 1 through 20. I'll tell you about a seemingly harmless activity or product that got 86th in America. You just have to tell me if it was actually banned or just BS I made up.
I like when you make up BS, though.
Now, we'll start with the woman who herself is BS. Blonde, supposedly.
Okay.
No way, we tied it back.
Listeners think.
I'm just going to wear a hat from now on, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank you.
5.
Number 5.
That was really good.
Alexis, your ban happened in 1908, again in the state of Georgia. Officials there wanted to prevent unsavory courtship behavior, so they prohibited anyone whistling in public past 9 p.m. Is that a real ban or BS?
Like a cat call?
No, yeah, Alexis, you know you can't resist a whistle.
No,
Gets
they
her
had
every
to.
time.
When people, especially after 9 p.m. Actually, really
That's when the whistling gets hot.
Stops in her tracks.
Just walking outside the club, whistling everywhere.
In the middle of a night run. Did someone just whistle? Back in the day, like that was the only
You
way.
don't think they were whistling a tune? Like,
At 9 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
And are we sure the whistling is coming from the mouth that's being banned? We don't know.
Those are really illegal.
Yeah,
They're
we're
very
gonna
talented in
The
Georgia.
reverse whistle.
Banned.
Alexis says that's a real ban.
I thought it would be real.
Yes, we made that one up.
Oh, man.
Alexis is out. Brooke, it's over to you.
So we can
All
whistle
right.
all we want after 9 in
Any
Georgia?
time of day
Awesome.
in 1908.
Yay.
give me number 9.
Number 9. Brooke, your ban happened in the 1910s in New Jersey. Concerned about morality and church attendance, lawmakers cracked down on leisure. So they banned roller skating in rinks, but only on Sundays. Is that a real ban or BS?
Dude, they ban all sorts of things on Sundays.
Yeah.
In my town growing up, you couldn't buy liquor on Sundays.
Oh, it was a dry county or whatever?
No, just on Sundays. You can. It's the whole state. I'm going to go with that's a real ban.
Brooke says that's a real ban.
Yeah. Sure is.
It wasn't allowed after sundown because officials thought it would lead to promiscuity. A little inline skate, little whistling.
Oh, you better not be skipping outside of the church, too.
How do you think I was conceived?
Please don't make me imagine that. Jose, it's your turn. 5 and 9 have been chosen.
I'm going to go 12.
Number 12. Jose, your band takes us to Boston in 1955.
Nice.
To protect the sacred silence of the library, officials enforced some unusual discipline. So they issued fines for chewing loudly in public libraries.
What?
Is that a real ban or BS?
Just the idea that Boston finds libraries sacred, that whole thing was a big red flag to me.
It's like Harvard is there.
Yeah,
But just saying.
That's on the outskirts of Boston.
It was a good joke. Because I was imagining, some snot Harvard kid, a slack-jawed yokel, like, man, I gotta do my presentation, and he's being way loud.
I know, I'm picturing
trying
Mark
to study.
Wahlberg.
Yeah, I always picture
Not
Mark
Ben
Wahlberg.
Franklin.
No.
Okay.
It's the whole Wahlberg family.
The Wahlbergs have ruined Boston for everyone.
He's eating a Wahlburger in the library. I gotta say that this is highly illegal, Jake.
Saying it's a real ban?
It's a real ban.
Jose says it's real.
Duh.
Oh, that's BS. We made that up.
There's no
Darn it.
food allowed in libraries.
Oh, that's right.
Jeffrey, we're over to you. You got to get this right or the game is over.
18.
We're headed to Rhode Island, specifically
Hotbed of sin.
1984. It started with some sparkle, but ended with a school staff in full meltdown. So they banned glitter in school art projects because it caused classroom rage in custodians. Is that a real ban in Rhode Island or BS?
The custodians were so upset from cleaning up so much glitter.
You ever angered a Rhode Island custodian?
No, I would
I
never
wouldn't
dare.
recommend it.
I bet there's still a custodian from 1984 that has glitter on them from trying to clean it up.
Still in therapy about
Yes.
it? I'm going to say for sure, real ban.
Jeffrey says in 1984 they actually banned glitter in school art projects in Rhode Island. We made that up. Rhode Island's
should.
not real. That means Brooke has won today's edition of Plenty of 20.
That's so powerful.
Brooke, you get to choose who gets shocked today while singing Roses by Outkast. Who's it going to be?
I'm going to pick Jose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you'd like to thank your poo don't stink,
Hey.
but lean a little bit closer, see roses really smell like poo after 8 p.m. in Georgia. Oh.
So funny.
That's it. That's your shot collar question of the day. We're going to do your phone tap right after this.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
You ever thought about what might be buried out in your backyard?
Whoa.
Whoa, I never have, actually.
Like, what if there's an ancient chest filled with gold coins?
Cool.
Whoa.
Or a world record-setting 60-foot-long earthworm just
Ew.
digging around back there.
Dude.
Gross, I want to ride it, but
Oh,
gross.
my kids would definitely pick it up and bring it in the house.
Or, like in Brooke's backyard,
Yeah.
hundreds of wine bottles she buried to hide from the coppers during Prohibition.
Dude,
You'll never catch me, coppers.
You never know until you actually pick up a shovel and go look.
Ding, ding, ding.
The years on those wines must be phenomenal, Brooke.
Still drinkable. We have a guy on the phone today whose son discovered something buried in their backyard.
Oh.
Something that was never meant to be found.
Ooh.
And now it's causing a major dilemma in his life.
Uh-oh.
You're going to hear it when we do a brand new mass speaker coming up right now.
You don't know me.
A confession I can't take back.
I am
The Masked Speaker.
We got a text into 78592 that says, skipping is a fast, fun, energy-efficient way of getting from point A to point B. And now that I'm 46 years old, I don't feel embarrassed about doing it in public anymore. YOLO!
Dude, my
on,
mom has been trying to push for skipping instead of running for decades.
Really?
I'm like, it's not going to happen, Mom.
When was the last
it's
time
not.
you pranced?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think the skipping part is the weird part. It's the pigtails and the oversized rainbow lollipop that gets people a little bit weirded out.
With the knee-high socks.
Yeah, but
I can see Jeff doing that.
you know what? On this segment, we don't stare, we don't judge, we just listen to your confessions, like the one from one of our listeners who wants to come clean using the fake name Adam today. So, Adam, welcome to the show, man.
Hi, guys.
Oh, you sound chipper even with the voice changer on, Adam.
Oh, thank you. I tried.
Okay.
Well, Adam, I don't know if you have your pigtails in, but the voice changer is on. You are now the mass speaker. Whenever you're ready, let's hear your confession.
Okay, yeah, no pigtails today.
Okay.
So I have a son. He's 5.
Oh, that's so cute. That's such a great
He's
age.
great, but he's going through that dinosaur phase.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, some kids grow out of it, some kids don't, I think.
I hope he does soon.
Why?
Oh.
Why? It's a great phase. It's like science and you're learning stuff. It's awesome.
Why do you say that?
No, I mean, that part's great. Like, the fact that he loves dinosaurs. I mean, he's got all kinds of books.
Yeah.
All he wants to do is watch dinosaur TV shows. And one day he comes up to me and he says he wants to go dino hunting in our backyard.
Okay, that's cute.
Like hunting for old people or...
I mean, I would just imagine like you guys are out there digging up some rocks and
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
What's the profession called? He wants to be
Paleontologist.
a real life paleontologist someday.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be great. But for now, it's causing a bit of a problem because I thought it was cute too. So I gave him some tools from the garage and just said, hey, go outside and have some fun. So he's out digging in the backyard for a while. And to be fair, that kind of helped me out because there's a bunch of weeds out there.
So you're
Yeah.
like, this is actually productive.
Hey.
Did you know
Yeah.
that dinosaurs most likely to be found underneath dandelions?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what you should do, son? This is called a lawnmower.
Yeah.
You should just try and get all the grass as low as
Yeah.
you can.
This is smart.
So he's out there, and one day he comes running in, totally screaming and excited because he thinks he found a baby dinosaur.
Oh, that's
Oh.
exciting.
I love it.
Hang on a second, you might not be awing in a second.
Well,
Why?
uh-oh.
So I go outside just to see what he's talking about, and he points to this hole.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And my first thought is, oh my God, that's where I buried the cat when she passed away like 4 years ago.
Oh.
He actually found bones?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God.
I take back my awe.
God. Oh.
What do you do, man?
Well, I didn't want to tell him what it really was.
Yeah.
So I just kind of said, well, wow, you discovered the first thing I could think of, a plesiosaurus. I don't even know if that's
no.
real.
Oh,
But
my
if you
God.
confirm it, then he's gonna want to take the bones inside. What are you
No.
doing?
I didn't want to like kill his passion for dinosaurs, but I also didn't want him to know that it
no.
was a dead cat that he was playing
Yeah.
with.
That's a tough position for a parent to be in that moment.
This is a kittysaurus.
So
Let's
you-
leave it alone.
You confirmed, you told him it was actually a little dinosaur?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
So I told him, because you got to do something with the bones. I can't just let him have a dead cat's bones just laying around the house.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they'd collect them. Like my kids have all sorts of weird stuff all over their dressers.
Oh no.
What'd you do?
Right, they'd just be sitting in his room. I didn't want that.
Right.
So I took the bones and I told him that I donated them to a museum.
There we go.
Good work, Dad.
Oh, and then you remember to dig deeper next time you bury a pet.
Well, that's the problem.
Why?
Because I thought it would be cute, maybe this one-time thing. I made a certificate on, Microsoft Word and printed it out
Oh, that's even
with his
nicer.
name on it.
Yeah.
Oh, like congratulations,
Yeah.
you found a
Yeah,
dinosaur.
you found an official dinosaur.
Love the Natural Museum of Dad.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I thought, okay, one and done, whatever. But that just made him more excited
Yeah.
to go back digging.
Please don't tell me there's other pets in the backyard.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, good.
I thought you were like, and our house was on an animal burial ground,
Right,
apparently.
pet cemetery.
Yeah.
Now he's so excited about being a paleontologist. He keeps going out there. So every Sunday morning, I've been waking up early to go out there and rebury the bones
No.
So that your kid finds them?
so that he can find them and dig them up, and then we pretend to mail them to a museum.
Oh my God.
Bro, what's he just have them in a pile now? Like, what?
Like, but it's fluffy every time, is what you're
it's
saying.
the same one?
Oh.
Oh my. So he's finding like 20 different, he thinks he's finding like 20 different baby dinosaurs out there.
Dude.
Okay, no offense, he's not really good at it if he can't tell the difference. He's not
You
a
gotta
good
switch it up.
paleontologist.
Next time you're having like chicken for dinner, take some drumstick bones
Oh
and throw
my
them in the backyard.
Not a bad idea. Right?
Oh.
How long are you going to keep doing this? Because
Because
this
they-
could go on for years.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill his imagination. I don't want to kill his excitement, but I'm running out of printer paper.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a certificate every time.
I say just keep it a secret. Let the magic happen, and then when he finally gets his PhD and becomes a real paleontologist, you can break the
Yeah.
There
news.
you
Yeah.
go.
Hopefully he'll figure out it's a cat skull and not a T-Rex skull before then.
Tiny T-Rex.
Well, text in to 78592 if you have a confession you've been holding on to. We can hide your identity, mask your voice, and make you the next mass speaker. Phone tap's coming up.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
If anyone listening's gone through their first home purchase, you know it can be a really stressful situation.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
for
apparently
sure.
you need a lot of money for that, so I gave up.
Dude, and there's
That's where it
so much
starts.
paperwork and
Oh,
meetings,
yeah.
and maybe
Yeah.
we'll get the house, maybe we won't get the house.
Yeah.
It's especially tough when the mortgage company's dragging their feet on it,
Oh,
and it's coming
no.
down to the last day to get everything all wrapped up.
Oh.
Well, that's what happened to one guy. He only had
no.
24 hours left to close on his brand new house.
Oh, no, Jeffrey.
And thankfully, his best friend contacted us to prank him. Because, who wouldn't want an extremely distracted Jose Bolaños in charge of your home loan?
I can help, I think.
You're going to make him cry.
Let's hear your phone tap right now.
It's another phone tap.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello?
Hey, is this Brett?
Yeah, who's this?
Hi, my name's Grayson. I'm calling from Mortgage.
Oh, hi.
Hi. I was going over your file, Brett, and it looks like everything's in order on our end, so
Yeah,
good luck.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Yeah, I was sorry. Like I was saying, it looks like we got all your documents. I'm gonna pass this on to the processor.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, what is that noise?
What? Say that again?
Something's going on in the background and you kind of sound out of breath.
Oh yeah, that. Oh,
Yeah, what is that? It's a little distracting.
yeah. I'm working from home today. I'm trying to set a Guinness World Record for the most amount of time hitting a ping pong ball against a wall.
What?
I know it's pretty ambitious, but you're in good hands. Don't worry.
Wait a minute.
I've been using my other hand to check all your documents.
No, this is very important to me. This is going to be my first home purchase. I need you to double check everything.
And we are so proud of you here at Mortgage. Thank you for choosing us. But no, I checked everything. I think I did.
What? No,
I think I got it all.
this is ridiculous. This is my first home, and I need somebody that's going to give some attention to it, not somebody that's trying to break a ping pong ball record. That is idiotic.
You're in luck, Brett, because you came to the best guy here. And if anything goes wrong, I can check it in 14 hours and 53 minutes once I'm done with this.
14 hours? No, I close on this house tomorrow. I need to talk to somebody who can do this for me.
Listen, you have to trust me. I can totally do my job. And also, in the meantime, I'm going to crush a world record at the same time. If anything, you should be impressed.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. I'm not impressed. I'm getting pissed, to be totally honest.
Well, are you saying that I'm not doing my job? Because I am. I'm here.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. I need to speak with a supervisor or someone else or anyone else, really.
No!
What's wrong?
Oh, my God!
What is going on?
Why? I lost it. I lost it because of you.
Are you
your
kidding
demands,
me?
And I couldn't keep focused. Why did you do that to me, Brett?
I didn't do anything. You called me halfway through trying to set some dumb world record when you should have been working on my mortgage.
Well, you don't think I feel bad enough? I just wasted the last 9 minutes of my life.
You're only 9 minutes into the record?
Yeah, I think maybe 8.
Why would you call me 9 minutes in?
Well, I got bored. What else am I going to do during a 15-hour world record?
You could be working on my house.
Okay, starting over.
What? No, don't start over.
Well, I have to keep going. How else?
No.
How else can I tell you this is a prank phone call? Brett, you idiot.
What?
Oh, I lost it again. Stop messing with me.
What are you talking about? What prank phone call?
This prank phone call, the one you're currently in, because this is actually Jose from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. We're doing a phone tap on you.
Oh, my God. Jesus.
Your buddy Darren set you up, man. He said you were super stressed. You're waiting on your first ever mortgage to be accepted, so he knew you were like primed and ready for a phone tap.
Yeah, and it's stressful enough without talking to some idiot playing ping pong.
Dude, it's totally a sound effect. Look, I can... There it is.
I was getting so angry.
What? Dude, you don't trust me? I can't do a mortgage with one hand and crush some Guinness records with another? You have no faith, my friend.
Apparently not.
Well, come join Ping Pong Mortgage. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm back up again. Can I call you back in 15 hours, Brett?
Sure.
I'll just put you on hold. Just stay on the line, okay? Oh, I think he hung up. Oh, I missed the ball again. What the heck?
Wake up every morning with phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s. Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
The truth is, everyone has a price. So, Brooke, let me ask, how much would it take for you to leave your husband and your children to start a whole new life?
Nothing.
$1 million?
No.
$1 billion?
I think the B word.
I would never.
A BOGO coupon to the country buffet with the nacho cheese fountain?
Okay, well,
See?
We're thinking about it.
More enticing than $1 billion.
Well, one of our listeners faced a similar dilemma recently where he had to choose either a life-changing, insane amount of money or his family.
What?
Dang.
You would think that'd be a pretty easy decision, but it wasn't. You're going to find out what happened in a brand new closure call coming up next.
She was a decorated veteran, a Marine who saved her comrades, a hero.
She was stoic, modest, tough, someone who inspired people. Everyone thought they knew her, until they didn't.
I remember sitting on her couch and asking her, is this real? Is this real? Is this real? Is this real?
I just couldn't wrap my head around what kind of person would do that to another person that was getting treatment, that was, dying.
This is a story all about trust and about a woman named Sarah Kavanaugh.
I've always been told I'm a really good listener, right? And I maximized that while I was lying.
Listen to Deep Cover The Truth About Sarah on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you remember Vine? It changed the internet forever, and it vanished in its prime. I'm Benedict Townsend, and this is Vine, 6 seconds that changed the world. The untold story of genius, betrayal, and the app that died so that TikTok could thrive. From overnight stars to the fall that no one saw coming, we're breaking down what made Vine iconic. Listen to Vine on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
I think everything that might have dropped in 95 has been labeled the golden years of hip-hop.
It's Black Music Month, and We Need to Talk is tapping in. I'm Nyla Simone, breaking down lyrics, amplifying voices, and digging into the culture that shaped the soundtrack of our lives.
My favorite line on there was, my son and my daughter going to be proud when they hear my old tapes.
Yep.
Now, I'm curious, do they, rap along now?
Yeah, because I bring him on tour with me, and he's getting older now, too. So his friends are starting to understand what that type of music is, and they're starting to be like, yo, your dad's, really the GOAT. He's a legend, so he gets it.
What does it mean to leave behind a music legacy for your family?
It means a lot to me, just having a good catalog and just being able to make people feel good. That's what's really important, and that's what stands out, is that my music changes people's lives for the better. So the fact that my kids get to benefit off of that, I'm really happy. Or my family in general.
Let's talk about the music that moves us. To hear this and more on how music and culture collide, listen to We Need to Talk from the Black Effect Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Money doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to make sense. Hey, it's Victoria Devine from the She's on the Money podcast. I know talking about money can feel intimidating. Trust me, with the right tips, anyone can take control of their finances. Let me help you take the stress out of managing your finances and provide you with the tools to thrive. From down under to the US, I'll show you how to make your money work harder for you, no matter your goals. Search for She's on the Money now on the free iHeart app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, I'm Jay Shetty, the host of the #1 health and wellness podcast in the world, On Purpose. On Purpose, I sit down with some of the most fascinating minds, from world-class athletes to wellness experts and thought leaders, to uncover their secrets to living a happier, more meaningful life. If you're looking for inspiration, tools for growth, and real conversations that challenge you to think differently, listen to On Purpose on the iHeartRadio app, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Quick history lesson. This segment started when Brooke suggested we do something called foreclosure calls.
Oh my God.
She wanted us to call low-income families and tell them they're getting evicted while she laughed in the background. Horrible idea.
Every time you say something like this, I have to do more charity work.
Yeah, well,
just to
And she does a
counteract.
lot of charity work.
that's kind of what we adjusted this segment to. Closure calls, which is helping people. And I know Brooke didn't like that idea as much, but management did. So
I can see
here
the
we
sound
are.
effect. Your mortgage was denied.
Yeah.
We all
Would
laugh.
have loved that. But we're trying to help our listeners get some answers and much needed closure about an issue or a question that's been eating away at them for a while.
I love this segment.
And today we're talking to a guy named David who reached out to us about his mom.
Oh.
Hopefully he's not foreclosing on her. But David, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
It always makes me so sad when people have terrible relationships with your mom.
Are you assuming? Is it
How do you know?
Yeah, we don't even know anything.
Well, if he hasn't talked to her, isn't that the whole point of closure call? It's always like someone that you need closure with.
We don't know.
Let's ask him. What's going on with your mom, David?
Yeah, so I did have a falling out with my mom like 3 months ago.
Brooke is really good at these.
It's sad. It's in the title of the segment.
I know, but he could say, I was talking to my mom, we have an issue with my sister or something.
Why did you and your mom have a falling out?
So it's all over this inheritance from my grandpa.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Cut the mom out. There you go.
What?
Wait, what?
God. Money's
That's because
the
Jeff would do that
That's
in a heartbeat.
exactly what I would do. I don't know. What is going on with
What
your inheritance?
happened?
So my grandpa lives in South America, and honestly, I've met him a couple times.
Okay, and this is your mom's dad, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he really likes me, Actually, when I graduated from high school, he sent me a check for $5,000.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Dang. I think I got a pizza party for 3.
I always got the amount of money how old I was. So.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, I got $18.
Damn. So your grandpa is pretty well off then.
Dang.
Yeah, he's not doing bad, or he wasn't doing bad.
Yeah.
It just felt like me and him connected when we did meet.
Yeah.
He passed away.
Wouldn't that make your mom happy though?
That he passed away?
No, that they had a good relationship, Jeffrey.
There's more to the story.
Oh,
okay.
All right, so when he passed, I got a letter in the mail. It was actually sent to my mom's house, but it was addressed to me.
Okay.
And it was from my grandpa's lawyer saying that in the will, I was mentioned.
Okay.
Oh,
Did it?
Interesting.
Yeah, so Grandpa, what he did in the will is he basically gave me two options. You know, I could split the inheritance with my mom and my two older sisters,
Oh.
or I could keep the whole thing.
What a position to put you in.
Easy choice.
Easy choice, Jeff says.
Well, I don't know.
Do you know how much money they were talking about right from the beginning?
I know the amount. It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Damn. That is a big decision. Like, where was your head at?
So, of course, my first thought is like, let me split it evenly with everybody, you know.
Yeah.
But then I started to think about it more. Like, my sisters are older than me, like well older than me. They're already married. One has a kid. The other one's working with a job she loves. I mean, they're set financially.
Oh, like they already have their established lives.
Yeah, they don't need more money.
I cannot believe your grandpa left that decision to you. I mean, that's just a decision that's going to tear people apart no matter what.
What's your financial situation?
So, like, I just finished college. I don't have a job right now. You know, I still got a bunch of student loans coming in.
Didn't the $5,000 cover that?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, maybe in the 60s, not now.
Yeah. Okay, so you got debt.
So I got a lot of student loans, and, you know, I also have dreams. You know, I wanted to travel the world, and I felt like that was my grandpa basically giving me that shot, that chance.
Right. He just turned you into a trust fund kid. You can do those things then.
But then, you know, my mom, she's divorced from my dad, too, and she does work a couple jobs, but honestly, I don't know what she would even use the money for.
Maybe so that she wouldn't have to work two jobs?
Oh, why she would want the money? Yeah. That's a very simple
It's a solid reason.
Logical.
But, you know, my mom's just one of those ladies who work just because they enjoy working. You know?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Ew.
Like, no matter what.
Who likes working just for work?
You say that, but how do you know that? I mean, obviously, she couldn't put you through college. She probably works because she has to.
I mean, so big decision here. What did you decide to do?
I decided to keep the full inheritance.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, I was kidding, dude. That's kind of a rough move to do to your family.
Wow.
My mom kept asking me, too. She was like, what did the letter say that Grandpa sent you? You know?
Oh, she didn't know?
Yeah, no, I didn't tell her.
Why wouldn't you at least talk to your mom about that? Like, talk to someone.
Well, like I said, I didn't tell her, but now I feel like she does know.
Why do you say that?
Yeah.
Because a couple of days later, I get a text from my mom saying, you need to come by the house. You got to pick up all your stuff. I put it in the boxes. It's out in the garage.
Oh, she kicked you out?
Yeah, and, you know, it didn't, honestly, it made me feel bad. I tried to talk to her. I even went over and knocked on the door, but, you know, she doesn't answer. She won't come to the door.
Okay, so this is the falling out with your mom. I mean...
Yeah. It's been a few months since it happened, you know.
You haven't talked to her at all?
No, not for the last few months.
Yeah, same, bro, but over a different reason.
Wait, no. Like, that's... How do you know that she knows? Like, it could be another reason. Like, how would she find out about the inheritance?
I mean, it's the only reason I could think that she threw all my stuff in the box and put it in the garage.
For no reason, because I'm sure if it was a normal issue, she would talk to you, right?
And so this has been a few months now. What made you reach out to us, like, to get some closure?
Honestly, because I've been rethinking it, and I'm, you know, maybe I should probably split it up, but my mom's not talking to me, and my two sisters know nothing about it. So since I can't reach my mother, maybe I can use some help.
I just can't imagine money. Like, this isn't worth money, right? Like, losing your relationship with your mom.
Well, depends on how much money.
Oh,
depends on the relationship you have.
Everybody's got a price.
Yeah.
At least you could be alone on a private island.
Yeah.
Sad.
So obviously, you know how this works, David. You've already been working with our producer to come up with 4 questions that we sent to your mom. I will tell you, David, she wrote back to us. And hopefully, when I read it to you coming up here, it's going to give you a little bit of closure.
Oh, my God.
But it's going to cost you some money.
Oh, we're going to charge him? He's finally going to be a charge
Don't blackmail me, please.
Okay. I got to think legally I can't. But when we come back, we'll read what your mom had to say and do your closure call right after this. Man, this is crazy. We've been talking about it off the air about what we would do if we were in David's shoes, where you have the option to take an entire inheritance just for yourself or split it amongst your family members.
I feel like it's a sick joke that your grandpa left you with.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly.
I bet he's laughing from up above.
Yeah.
Or down below. Who knows?
It's a big moral dilemma, though. And David chose not to split it with his mom and his two sisters. He wanted to keep the whole bag for himself, which it was his decision. That was what his grandpa wanted him to make.
Grandpa's wishes.
This is what we didn't discuss, though, in the first part, is transparency. Like, should he have told his mom his decision of what was going on? Because it sounds like he tried to keep it all secret from her, and then she found out later and then got upset about it.
And that's what I agree with. No matter what you choose, it's a hard decision. I would at least sit my family down and say, look, Mom, Dad, I don't think you guys need it as much as I do or whatever, but at least tell everybody, right, as a family.
Brooke, are you telling your family that you're holding on to the whole inheritance?
We don't have inheritance in my family. To be honest with you, I'm just having a really hard time having sympathy for you. Because it's like, these are the choices you made. Not only did you cut them out, but then you didn't tell them.
That's
and
what
then
I
you
agree
get
with
kicked
there.
out of your mom's house, like, duh.
You can call her a name, David. That's okay. She's just jealous of you that you're richer than her.
I'm just waiting for these answers.
Okay.
He's nervous.
I'm curious, before we get to the answers, have you spent any of the money yet just for fun?
No, none of the money's come through yet. I don't know if it's tied up in paperwork or something, but
and he was in South America, so maybe it's harder to transfer. I don't know.
It doesn't come through a money order or something.
So we're going to read your mom's answers here. How you feeling, man? You nervous?
Oh, boy.
Excited?
like I'm probably a little anxious, like I said. I don't want him to be mad at me, so I'm trying to figure this out. So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've already sent these 4 questions to your mom. You worked with our producer on them. The first question that we sent her was, Mom, why are you so mad at me to the point you kicked me out of your house?
Okay, that's good.
Because we don't know.
Question.
We don't know if she knew about his decision with the inheritance. We just assume that. I mean, that's what you wanted to ask, right, David?
Yeah, that's number one. Why I need to know why she's mad before we go further.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true, because if she doesn't know about it yet, then...
Did she explain?
She said, because, David, you were given a big decision to be selfish or consider anybody other than yourself, and you chose yourself.
Oh, she knows.
I thought I raised you better.
That's it. Oh, that hurts.
No, she threw it back on herself.
How does that feel, David?
I don't know. I don't feel like I need to give her any of the money if she's coming at me like that.
Really?
Oh.
Did you not hear what she said? She's not even talking about the money. She's talking about you being selfish, only thinking of yourself.
No, I feel like if that was the case, that's a conversation we could have had in person. And she could have told me, hey, maybe you're being selfish, but nah, right now all I'm hearing is she's jealous. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was kind of a rude answer back from a mom, so I'm kind of with you.
Look, Brooke did mention earlier she is being very passive-aggressive by not saying anything and just kicking you out.
I know.
I think you're both a little bit can be handling it in different ways better.
Right, but that is why we do these calls, to try and help get some answers and hopefully get closure. Let's go to the second question, which was, I'm assuming you know about my decision with Grandpa's inheritance.
Okay, we already got that answer.
It says, what would you have done in my shoes? I guarantee you wouldn't have split the money evenly.
Wow.
That's coming in hot.
Yeah, I mean, now that's almost sounding like an accusation. Is that how you meant it, David?
It feels fine after that first answer she gave me.
He's happy. He's like, heck yeah.
Well, she did answer that, and she wrote a quote.
Quote?
Like, sent a quotation, and it says, greed is a fat demon with a small mouth, and whatever you feed it, it's never enough.
Is that a common...
Did she just call me fat? I don't even...
No.
Are you not listening, David?
I think greed is the fat demon, not you.
I feel like we're getting answers here, but we're not making progress, like on either side. The
Yeah.
mom is mad. He still seems like he is.
Well, I think the mom is just disappointed.
Yeah.
What's she disappointed about? I mean, she has a lot more money than I do.
I mean, yeah, most parents do.
You just graduated college.
Right.
It's a low
Literally has
bar.
worked her whole life.
Yeah.
And provided for you.
Still a little tense. Maybe things will get better.
I hope she puts that quote on her wall.
Okay.
Next to laugh, love, family
Live, laugh,
or
love.
something.
Live, laugh, greed.
Yeah. All right, David.
All right, well, let's hopefully make the mood a little better with question 3.
I hope we get better.
It says, it's been 3 months and I haven't seen any money from the inheritance. Are you blocking my inheritance or do you know what's going on with it? So you suspect your mom is the one that's blocking you?
I mean, she's blocked me out of the house.
I thought we were doing this to try to repair your relationship with your mother, David, not to attack her.
Find out where your money is.
And accuse her
I'm
of...
not attacking her. I'm asking, does she know anything about it?
Yeah. He's quoting Rihanna.
Brooke?
You better have my money.
What did she say?
You asked if she's blocking the inheritance, and she wrote back the same quote as before, this time in all caps.
No.
Greed is a fat demon with a small mouth, and whatever you feed it, it's never enough.
Wow.
She's doubling
I'm
down.
glad I turned to you guys for the help, man. All I'm getting is bathroom quotes.
Bathroom quotes.
Wait, are you blaming us?
Hey, I don't know what.
Oh, I think I should charge her for my school loans after this.
Oh,
my God.
That'll smooth things over.
How is she responsible for that?
You know, I mean, we can't control how
It
you
sounds like you're
feel.
turning into the little fat demon who's never full, David, is what it
If
sounds
she
like.
answers question 4 with that quote, I don't know what the hell we would do.
We made zero progress if that's the answer.
We only
The
have one
last
question left. It keeps getting worse. Maybe we should just get through it.
Does
Question
it start
4.
with greed?
It
Just
does,
tell
no.
us.
We wrote, I know you're not talking to me right now, but I do regret how things went down, Mom.
Okay,
Good. There we
finally
go.
a little remorse,
Can
David.
I please call you so we can talk this thing out?
Yes, that's great.
That's a good olive branch.
Yeah.
See, I'm the only good person between us.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's an
I would have
Okay.
recommended leading with that question,
Yeah.
David, and then
Agreed.
maybe taking out the first 3.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, David, she didn't write back with the same quote. That's the good news.
Yes.
Okay.
we get a real
What did she
answer.
say?
Here's what she said. And I'll warn you, it's a little bit shocking.
She
David,
doesn't want to talk to him.
are you ready for this?
Let's go.
She says, maybe you should call your grandpa instead.
What? I thought he died.
He's dead.
Oh, what the?
She says he didn't really die, but he
What?
did want to test you to see if you'd make the right choice and put your family first.
No.
It was all a setup, David.
She says,
That's got to be a joke.
No way.
I'm serious, man. She says, you didn't, and now we all know the answer. So you've been effectively removed from Grandpa's will going forward.
He
Oh
was
my
gonna
God.
put him in the will.
I don't believe that. I think she lost her mind.
I'm telling you, I'm reading her answers right here. She says, there's no money coming to you if you're wondering. You reap what you sow.
Again with the quotes.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might have to throw her in a facility. I don't know.
Honey, I don't think you're hearing her. You don't have
Yeah.
money to pay for a facility for your mom.
Good point. Well,
what's that called when the police just get her then? Because we have to file one of those.
No.
You really should take her advice and call your grandpa, and once he answers or you talk to him, you'll know it's
I don't
real.
think you're his favorite anymore, though.
Oh, you may not even answer. That's true.
I was like, why would a grandpa put that in a will? That's crazy.
That is pretty intense.
It makes sense.
I don't believe her, and I don't think you guys should believe her. I think she died, and she's just like holding on to my check at the house.
Oh, no.
So can we make awkward Tuesday phone calls to South America?
I don't know.
I want to call Grandpa.
I don't want to get any deeper involved into this family situation. It is
God.
messy.
This was amazing.
I hope it got you a little bit of closure there, David. I don't know if it's
I don't know. Like, I don't believe it.
Make sure you keep in touch with us and let us know what happens with.
Yeah, when the dust settles.
Yeah, I guess say hi to your grandpa for us.
Yeah.
If he's alive.
I'd be
If he's dead, you can say hi.
I'd be calling with some apologies.
Yeah, that's your closure call.
Oh, my gosh.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
She was a decorated veteran, a Marine who saved her comrades, a hero.
She was stoic, modest, tough, someone who inspired people. Everyone thought they knew her until they didn't.
I remember sitting on her couch and asking her, is this real? Is this real? Is this real? Is this real?
I just couldn't wrap my head around what kind of person would do that to another person that was getting treatment, that was, dying.
This is a story all about trust and about a woman named Sarah Kavanaugh.
I've always been told I'm a really good listener, right? And I maximized that while I was lying.
Listen to Deep Cover The Truth About Sarah on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you remember Vine? It changed the internet forever, and it vanished in its prime. I'm Benedict Townsend, and this is Vine, 6 seconds that changed the world. The untold story of genius, betrayal, and the app that died so that TikTok could thrive. From overnight stars to the fall that no one saw coming, we're breaking down what made Vine iconic. Listen to Vine on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
I think everything that might have dropped in 95 has been labeled the golden years of hip-hop.
It's Black Music Month, and We Need to Talk is tapping in. I'm Nyla Simone, breaking down lyrics, amplifying voices, and digging into the culture that shaped the soundtrack of our lives.
My favorite line on there was, my son and my daughter gonna be proud when they hear my old tapes.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious, do they rap along now?
Yeah, because I bring him on tour with me, and he's getting older now too. So his friends are starting to understand what that type of music is, and they're starting to be like, yo, your dad's really the GOAT. He's a legend, so he gets it.
What does it mean to leave behind a music legacy for your family?
It means a lot to me, just having a good catalog and just being able to make people feel good. That's what's really important, and that's what stands out, is that my music changes people's lives for the better. So the fact that my kids get to benefit off of that, I'm really happy. Or my family in general.
Let's talk about the music that moves us. To hear this and more on how music and culture collide, listen to We Need to Talk from the Black Effect Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Money doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to make sense. Hey, it's Victoria Devine from the She's on the Money podcast. I know talking about money can feel intimidating. Trust me, with the right tips, anyone can take control of their finances. Let me help you take the stress out of managing your finances and provide you with the tools to thrive. From down under to the US, I'll show you how to make your money work harder for you, no matter your goals. Search for She's on the Money now on the free iHeart app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, I'm Jay Shetty, the host of the #1 health and wellness podcast in the world, On Purpose. On Purpose, I sit down with some of the most fascinating minds, from world-class athletes to wellness experts and thought leaders, to uncover their secrets to living a happier, more meaningful life. If you're looking for inspiration, tools for growth, and real conversations that challenge you to think differently, listen to On Purpose on the iHeartRadio app, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Local news is hardly ever fun unless a live mic stays on and someone says something maybe they didn't want broadcast over the air.
Oh, no.
Now it's national news.
Fortunately for us, that happened, and it'll be our lead story.
Yay!
Along with a mind-blowing kitchen hack that'll make you think differently about avocados for the rest of your life.
Never. Love them.
All that and more is coming up in a brand new...
Woo! TikTok click shock!
We're gonna do it right now.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
This summer, beware and stay alert for what's lurking in the water. Because it's waiting for you.
What is
a
it?
giant man-eating...
Woo! TikTok click shock!
Oh, God!
I'm so scared!
It's a bloodthirsty TikTok click shock.
It sounds like Alexis.
Where
Run!
we discuss the biggest TikTok videos from the past week. Let's get right to your first TikTok click shock, which is from a news chopper pilot.
Ooh.
And you know those type of people who are reporters and pilots where they're flying over a city talking about the traffic or some type of big event that's happening below?
That is actually a crazy way to describe it because they're doing both at the same time.
Sometimes they're also photographers as well.
Oh, God.
Well, there's a guy named Stu Mundell who works for a news station in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And after Stu got done with his live report, he forgot to turn off his microphone.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
I don't know how many, even baseball commentaries, people that get fired for the off-mic stuff.
You are always told treat every mic like it's live.
Yeah.
That is the rule.
So what happened next went out over the air and went viral.
Oh, no.
So let's hear it.
You know what? I don't care. I am married. I am legally married. I am legally married. That's about the only way you can really say it. But I am not looking at now at all. I just had a bunch of debacles with my personal life. Yes, it's true. I know. It's hard to believe. I got nothing right now. Got nothing. Not really looking. Trying to find myself and be happy. I'm being serious about that. I want to be beholden to no one at this moment. You know, do I get lonely? Of course. Of course. But I got cats.
Oh, he's got cats.
Yeah.
Stu's got cats.
At least he's got cats. This is my inner thoughts.
Dude, is anyone else thinking his dating profile probably just got blown up if people heard
It
that?
sounds like he's not dating.
He's legally married.
It doesn't sound like it.
It doesn't stop you.
It doesn't sound like it. He's like, I'm married, but
he's not looking.
They're
he
not
said.
together.
Yeah.
Like they're obviously separated, Jeff.
Yes, but he said he just
You sound
trying to.
very, very eager about the fact that he is trying to be on those apps. But not surprisingly, that clip got millions of views with lots and lots of people commenting. One said, OMG, this is like a Family Guy cutaway.
It is.
It kind of is.
It's a great description. Another said, don't fire him. Please make a series out of this instead. I love his honesty. And finally, one person wrote, give this man a raise and a therapist.
Yeah,
for real. Like, who was he
totally.
talking to in that?
Probably this co-pilot.
They're probably
Have
just
the
having a
mic
chat.
off.
Yeah.
So
Like, how's everything going at home, Mike?
Yeah.
Well,
No, not good. I'm actually living out with my cats in the apartment.
Stu, you're doing a great job. We salute you. That was a TikTok Click Shock. You're next.
Woo! TikTok Click Shock!
Is a helpful kitchen hack that's gotten millions of likes online.
I love these.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to explain it a little bit first because it's from a guy named Mikey who lives in Cape Town, South Africa. And his goal was to teach the world how to cut an avocado so it doesn't turn brown. I mean, we've seen a million of these storing avocado video tips that are like, squeeze a lemon in it, or put it in the fridge upside down, keep it in your dog's mouth for 30 seconds so it emulsifies.
Cutting it can make it so it doesn't turn brown?
Well,
the
so-
way you cut it?
oxidizing or something.
Here's
right?
Mikey's hack. It's really simple, and I can't believe I've never thought of this.
Okay.
But basically, you stand the avocado upright.
Okay.
And then instead of cutting it in half down the middle like most people do, Mikey says just cut small slices off starting from the top. And then he can tell you the rest.
All right, when you cut an avocado, that exposes a lot of surface area, tending to get brown a lot quicker. So what you do is you slice your avocado, and then as you use it, you just scoop it out, drop it on your toast, and you just drop it right on a little plate or bowl or whatever, and it keeps it from going brown.
So here's a photo showing what he means. If you
It kinda
start
looks
at
like-
the top.
Like an egg, right?
Yeah, it makes it look like a little avocado bowl in there.
Yeah. And then you slowly slice down the avocado more and more and scoop. That way you're not making half of it brown at the start.
Dude, I always eat them in like 10 seconds, so this does not apply to me.
So afterwards, social media immediately said he's a genius.
I mean, I love it. It looks like it works, actually.
Got 9.1 million views on it. People love this idea.
No.
But the top comment was similar to Jose, says it's a great hack, but he's talking to people with self-control.
Yeah.
Most of us inhale that entire
Seriously.
avocado in one go.
Yeah, so good.
So that was a TikTok Click Shock, and your final
Woo! TikTok Click Shock!
is a feel-good story from a high
fun.
school principal in Arlington, Texas.
Yeah, on a good note.
He made headlines after doing something very special for his graduating senior class. He wrote a personalized handwritten letter to every single senior student.
No way.
All 443 of them.
Oh, please tell me he roasted each one. That'd be so funny.
That would be amazing. I never liked your little...
Here's Principal Jason Mutterer and some students talking about his amazing gesture.
Just mowing the yard one day. What can I do to give them something and bring it into my speech?
And then he started speaking about personal handwritten letters, and 443 of them. I'm like, dang. I'm like, there's no way he just wrote 443 letters to every student here.
It came to me. I have a letter that I got from a teacher that was supposed to be like a 4th or 5th generation farmer, and my government teacher just said that you can go to college and you can succeed in college.
Wow,
That made me
motivated
cry.
him.
That is so cool.
Brooke's going to a graduation. Did you
But-
write any letters for the kids?
I bet that whoever kid was in like the end of the list had the worst penmanship by that point. Like his hands just cramping.
Also, apparently, he enclosed a $1 bill inside of each letter as a random act of kindness, which across 400 students is probably most of his annual salary.
Yeah,
So,
sadly.
big sacrifice. He also told a lot of them in their letters, Summit High School, where they attended, will always be their home no matter where their lives may take them. They can always come back.
You know, I kind of feel like that about my high school. Like, I could go back and I would remember people.
This principal doesn't mean that for every kid.
No.
There is at least a handful that he's like, God, please may I never see
Some
your
of those
face
were
again.
copy-paste from each other.
Those were your
TikTok Click Shock!
stories for the day.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
We've got Pete the handyman on the show with us. He has 2 losses, 4 ties, 0 wins against Brooke. Never beat her. And why am I playing this music?
I don't know, but I'm
Is
excited.
he in Hawaii?
No, Pete says his plan this summer is to go surfing a lot. So, Pete, welcome to the show. Hang 10? Hang loose?
No, hang 10.
I'm not that good yet, so
okay.
just try not to drown mostly.
So, hang tight.
Yeah, hang on tight.
There you go.
I didn't ask what part of the country you live in. Where are you surfing?
I surf mostly in Oregon, but
Gotta have a wetsuit there, my friend.
Yeah.
very thick.
How are the waves in Oregon? They righteous swells, bruh?
Did you grow up in Southern California?
Yeah, you say righteous swells, bodacious, dude.
Nobody says righteous.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're from Idaho. You know all about the
I'm
surf
just saying,
lingo.
like, I know it's cooler than that.
You don't know how to eat surf like we do, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, cowabunga.
Wow, she thinks she's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I know, that's sewer talk, Brooke. Take it out of here. Now, Pete, I'm sorry about what you just heard there. I apologize
Yeah,
to
we're
you and to
sorry.
all of the listeners.
We're so much cooler than she
Let's
is.
just get right into the game. 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know when you could say pass, but you have to beat Brooke outright if you want to win. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good luck, my man. Your time starts now. Today is National Garfield the Cat Day. What's the name of the dog who lives with him?
Odie.
Google ranks first, but what is the second most used search engine online?
Bing.
Chablis is the name of a French region that specializes in growing what?
Grapes.
What
for
animal
wine.
has a nickname, the flying fox?
Pass.
The ancient city of Pompeii was destroyed when Mount Vesuvius erupted in which country?
Greece.
Nice work there, Pete. Well done. Brooke's going to come back into the studio here. Oh, and this is a fun fact. Apparently, you met Brooke recently in person. And I'm curious, how were the windows at her house? Could you see in? Because we gave out her address recently on the
I
show.
usually open them and invite the people outside in.
Yeah. Were you one of those people, Pete?
I was not. No, I met her there was a softball game. Our kids weren't playing against each other, but we were at the same field, so I said hi.
Oh, dude. Will you be honest? How embarrassing is she?
Remember you.
Do they let her stay on the field?
Yeah,
Do they kick her out?
Was that the game I was ejected from,
Yeah,
Pete?
that's what we think she gets kicked out.
She was on the other field. I never saw her actually in the dugout, so it's possible.
But you heard her, didn't you? Screaming.
Oh, yeah, no, you can hear her from a mile away.
Yes. And just a trail of children crying in her wake. So
Exactly.
Classic Brooke.
I thought you were going to make Mommy proud today.
Now, Brooke, it's your turn. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Your time starts now. Today is National Garfield the Cat Day.
Oh.
What's the name of the dog who lives with him?
Otis.
Google ranks first, but what is the second most used search engine online?
Ooh, interesting. Yahoo?
Chablis is the name of a French region that specializes in growing what?
Grapes.
What animal has a nickname, the flying fox?
Squirrel?
The ancient city of Pompeii was destroyed when Mount Vesuvius erupted in which country?
Italy.
In medical terms, for the voice box is what?
Your voice box is your uvula. It's not it.
Oof.
I don't know. What is it?
Well, we'll find out in just a second. First, let's go to the scoreboard to see how you did with Jose.
Why would she have you meet her at a bar at 10 in the morning? I just figured she was a raging alcoholic.
Bolaños.
So funny.
Oh, we need to watch
Best
that
movie
again.
ever. Pete, you got 3 correct today.
Right on.
Well done, Pete.
Brooke did squeeze in 1 extra question.
Yeah, it wasn't helpful.
And only 2.
Oh, no way. Finally.
I lost, Pete. I was on a streak.
Congratulations. You get your first victory and you end Brooke's 19-game win streak.
It was getting up there.
Awesome.
What did I get wrong? We need to review this.
Well done, Pete. Yeah, we're going to go over the answers right now. It's National Garfield the Cat Day. The name of the dog who lives with him, it's not Otis. It's Odie.
Yeah, I thought that Odie is short for Otis.
No, it's
O-T-I-S
Ode.
and O-D-I-E.
Odometer.
He's named after a stop counter.
Google ranks first. The second most used search engine online would be Bing by Microsoft.
Oh.
It's second most to Google currently. Chablis is the French region that specializes in growing grapes for wine specifically. Yep,
I just
Brooke, obviously.
figured all of France is specializing
Literally.
in grapes.
Yeah, the animal with the nickname the flying fox, it's a type of bat.
Oh.
Ancient Pompeii was destroyed by Mount Vesuvius when it erupted in Italy, and the medical term for your voice box is your larynx.
Oh, larynx.
That controls your vocal cords. So, Pete, congratulations.
Wow, Pete.
You took
Thank you,
Brooke
thank
down finally. So you get $100. Plus, just for playing, you win 2 tickets to LeMay's Car Museum and a prize pack from Rev Up Energy. Don't wake up, rev up.
Yeah.
All right, I will.
And now that Brooke has lost, the children at the softball game are going to feel the hurt.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
They're going to pay. We're running lines today.
Yeah. So
Lots of lines.
come back and play again soon, Pete. We're going to do Win Brooks Bucks same time tomorrow.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.